Hey there guys, JesusQuesadilla here. Welcome to the finale of Grand Theft Auto The Lost and Damned. And I'm not going to keep this intro very long because things are going to kick into high gear right away with a phone call to Ray.
Okay, Johnny, Nicky tells me you got away with the money. Bring it to me.
Nico said that. Dude, that's weird. Shit was kicking off. I don't know what happened to the money. I just wanted to get out with my life.
You better not be pulling nothing, Johnny, or I'll start pulling your fucking teeth, you hear me?
I like you, Ray. Still keep your sense of humor in the face of an almighty fuck-up. See you around.
Alright, so as you guys will remember at the end of the last episode, after the diamond trade with the Jewish Mafia went a little bit south, we ended up just running off with the money on our own. We were supposed to take this money to Ray, but we decided at the end of the last episode, screw it, we're just going to take the money for ourselves because we don't really like Ray in the first place. And the consequences of that are going to be unfolding right here as we speak. So we have a little text here from Jim. We're going to go ahead and check up on him real quick. And go ahead and just mark that on my map. But anyway, guys, welcome to the finale. If you've stuck with me for this long, then thanks so much. Today we have a few really insane missions in store. In particular, the last mission to this game is pretty damn chaotic. It's one of my favorite finale missions to a Grand Theft Auto game, in fact. Grand Theft Auto has always been one for doing these really over-the-top, high-octane missions to wrap things up in their stories, and this is certainly no exception. I'm really excited to get to it and show it to you guys.
Fuck off, man.
You know,
And,
Johnny,
okay.
you should have thought about being more forthcoming earlier in our relationship. As it happens, others in your fraternity are not as loyal as you.
I don't know
Uh-oh.
what the fuck you're talking about.
You're about to see a close friend on the witness stand. Time's up, Johnny.
I'll believe it when I see it, you tight-ass prick. Adios.
Okay, well that's not good. So yeah, if you guys remember, on and off the police have been trying to get a member of the Lost and Damned to try and basically step forward and turn states. Go ahead and testify against the rest of the Brotherhood so that they can get off while the rest of us end up going to jail. But Johnny's been really reluctant to do that. However, it appears that somebody is a traitor among us. Gee, I wonder who that could be. Well, we're going to go find out about that later, but first let's go ahead and race on over to Jim, who is suspiciously over at Ray's place? What would he happen to be doing there, I wonder? You know, probably just kicking back, having a few beers with the guy that you stole millions of dollars from, that's all. Oh wow, I guess I must have misspoke. Apparently I'm going to go to ammunition first or something. Probably to get armor or maybe some weapons, I'm not even sure at this point. Like I said, I recorded this video like a year ago, so I don't remember exactly what happens, but at least it's really nearby, so yeah, I am a little bit low on ammo. And well, I guess the thing is that at this point in the game, this is the last mission, so there's no real point in saving up any money, because the game's going to be over after this, so I might as well spend whatever I have left. So yeah, armor and whatever the hell else I happen to get. I was actually going to start tidying up my apartment a little bit today, but I'm procrastinating by recording videos instead. Oh well, I'll get around to doing it eventually. It's actually a pretty incredibly hot day today, which is really unusual for Seattle. You know, Seattle, people always talk about it like we get rain 360 days out of the year. And, you know, it rains a little bit more than usual here, I guess. But, man, over the summer, it gets hot. And there's no, like, air conditioning in most places because people figure, oh, it's Seattle, why would you need air conditioning? But, man, I'd die for, like, a ceiling fan or something right about now. But, yeah, I've been doing some decorating, I guess you could say. Basically, I had this really cool idea. I was going to get a bunch of vinyl records and line them across one side of my wall. Basically, I got these double stick adhesives so that I can like tape them up onto the wall and they kind of just like stand there on their own. And I put a few up and they look really nice. I need to get a few more vinyls to get an entire border going across one wall, but so far I picked up a copy of Slayer's God Hates Us All, Metallica's Kill 'Em All, and Megadeth's Rust in Peace, as well as Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses. And so those are the four currently adorning my wall. I'm trying to get a hold of a copy of 101 Proof, Pantera's live album. And I'm not sure that they actually made a vinyl of it, but I'm assuming that they probably did, so that's the next one on my list to get. And After that, I'm trying to pick out an Iron Maiden album because I think that would go up really well with them too.
Tough guy.
But yeah, just kind of having some fun with that.
I told you not to get too fucking clever.
What? Oh, you gotta be kidding.
Oh, great.
Start walking.
Gee, I wonder if he knows something.
Okay, I'm going.
That's right.
Oh God, what are they doing?
What the fuck is going on here?
Fucking hell! Stop that shit, asshole.
Jim!
Anything yet? Nah. Burn him again.
Fuck me, dude. That's
Where's my
crazy.
fucking stuff? You see, Genius over here would rather get creme brulee before he dies.
Because he's loyal, asshole.
Where's my stuff?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fuck you! What are you, fucking deaf? Where's my fucking stuff?
I don't know.
Who do you think you're bullshitting?
A bullshitter?
That's funny.
Fuck.
You're gonna have to cut that shit out, Ray. It's not fucking cool.
I fucked Ashley, my friend.
I'm not really surprised by that in the slightest.
Where's my fucking stuff?
Fuck off, Ray.
Oh, you go, Jim.
Go ahead. Drop the fucking gun, goon! No! I'll cut him!
Come on, Johnny. There we go.
Get the fuck up! Back up!
Put a bullet in him. This guy's just going to keep coming after you.
Run like a couple of girls. Billy was right about both of you. Backstabbing fools. Good, I got guys in every corner. Where you gonna go?
Nice.
I'll see you later!
I gotta go talk to Ashley.
I'm gonna go get the fucking brothers.
Alright, yeah, we better get the hell out of there.
Okay, where at?
Well, if it wasn't already obvious, we are now cutting our ties with Ray, quite literally, actually. So let's go ahead and grab Ashley. I don't know why we give a damn at this point. Ah, poor Johnny. Just gotta give up on her, man. But, I guess we're gonna go grab her and then get the hell out of Liberty City, that's for sure. Because we're not welcome here anymore. But, yeah, I was going to try and get a hold of an Iron Maiden record. I'm just not entirely certain which one I would prefer the most. I'm trying to get a record for each of my favorite bands, and, so as you can probably tell, my taste in music generally revolves around British heavy metal and Bay Area thrash metal. Those are probably my two favorite genres. And so I'm trying to fill out this wall a bit more. I'm thinking Iron Maiden, and then, oh, I'm actually going to get to see Judas Priest in concert in November. So that's going to be pretty cool. If they have vinyls of their new album, I might get one of those. Although, it'd be nice to get Painkiller or Screaming for Vengeance or something like that. But, yeah, I'm pretty stoked on that. Judas Priest is going to be coming here to Seattle. Actually, to Tacoma, I think. To the Tacoma Dome. And they have Steel Panther opening for them, which, I don't know if you guys have heard of Steel Panther, but they're basically a parody of a hair metal band. Like, they're super 80s cheese, over-the-top ridiculous. But they play their parts so well, and they're actually really good musicians. Like, unbelievably so, given that they're a parody band anyway. But, yeah, that's going to be pretty exciting. I get to see both of them in concert, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Costs a lot of money, but I'm thinking it's going to be worth it. I'm actually really bummed out because Slayer had come to Seattle not too long ago, and I missed out on an opportunity to do it because I had other commitments and stuff. But if they ever come back, I'm not going to miss it a second time, that's for sure. But yeah, that's totally been my favorite thing to do here in Seattle, is just seeing concerts every week, basically.
Baby girl. Your friend Ray ain't so friendly.
Johnny K, you're alright. I'm sorry, sweet. I think Ray sent some guys after you.
Oh,
Of
great.
course he is, baby. Thanks for the heads up. Meet me outside the house, okay? I'll be there if I'm still walking.
Oh, God. Johnny, why do you need her? She's just a crack addict. Okay, well, so Ray sent some hitmen after us, and I guess before we go ahead and make our way over there, we should probably take care of them.
Clay, man, what would you do if you had an unknown number of mobster hitmen on your tail?
Shit, that called me. Then I'd take those suckers over to Kinnicky Avenue, maybe. Then I'd hope the hell my friends was waiting for me.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, so little known thing, if you actually call Clay there, you can set up a bit of a trap for them. Otherwise, dealing with them on your own is possible, but a little bit tougher. So I figured I'd save myself the trouble by using this little trick. So I guess these guys, they actually do come in handy every now and then. So yeah, let's go ahead and head on up that way. So we now have two problems. We have Ray, who wants to run us out of here, and now one of the members of the Lost Brotherhood supposedly wants to rat us all out. So we gotta do something about that. We're going to try and fix both of those problems, hopefully. Anyway, while I'm riding on up there, I don't know if anybody else watched Gundam Wing when they were little, but I remember on Toonami, Gundam Wing, I don't remember the exact name of the series, because I know Gundam Wing has a lot of spin-offs, but it was on Toonami back in the 90s. And I would watch it all the time after school, and recently I just found out, actually, that over here in the International District, here in Seattle, there's actually a number of, like, figurine shops that sell little model Gundam Wing figures that you can build. Oh god. Yep, we probably want to get up there, Johnny. You want to do that anytime soon, buddy? But, yeah, there's a bunch of stores that sell these Gundam Wing, like, model figures that you can, like, build out of these little tiny parts. I guess kind of like you would build a model car or something like that. But I was thinking about buying one the other day because I just got on this nostalgia trip about Gundam Wing. Even though I don't remember any of the characters or the plot or anything about it at all, other than the fact that it was a really cool, like, show with awesome mech battles. But I guess that is all you really remember when you're a little kid, right? Alright, so let's just drop these guys. God, Ray's sending so many people after us. It amazes me that we didn't just kill him there on the spot. I still don't really understand why that didn't happen. Maybe we want to take some higher ground here, though. That seems like it'd be the smart thing. You know, having played Grand Theft Auto 5, I really miss the power-ups, like going into slow-mo with Michael and Trevor. Oh, great, lovely. Well, that's the end of Johnny, guys. Thanks for joining me for the finale. It's been a blast. Sad it had to end this way. No, but really, I think that, actually, they're just going to come after me again until I am successful in killing them. Oh, or it's just going to teleport me back. You know, the checkpoint system in this game is kind of weird. I appreciate that they have it, because that was the annoying thing in games like Vice City. How, if you got really far into a long mission, you were kind of screwed and you had to start completely over. But it's kind of weird how they implemented it in this. They still bother to let you respawn at the hospital, I guess. But whatever. At least here we have the vantage point of being up on the roof. I think that's really intended. I think I was supposed to end up on the roof, and just for some reason, Johnny didn't want to climb up the ladder. And I was having some difficulty with that. So, actually, in a way, it was kind of good that I died, because now I'm in a better position than before. Man. I've been drinking these things a lot, these sweet teas. I don't know if anyone else here has tried them, but there is this brand of tea with, like, this, like, basically an old lady on the bottle, and they're called sweet tea. And I love the mint and honey ones. They're really refreshing. I found out about them a couple months ago, and I've been drinking them, like, non-stop. Yeah, you know, I guess it's kind of weird, right? The contrast of me, like, shooting at these guys on video while I'm talking about mint and honey tea. I don't know, I kind of dig it. But yeah, overall, this seems to be going a lot easier than before. I really think this is what you're intended to do. If I had, like, a grenade or something like that, I guess I could just chuck it, but, I'm not actively controlling it. Oh, I did end up doing that. How about that? It just seemed like that would be the smart thing to do at the time. But yeah. Anyway, I guess kind of getting back on the subject of Gundam Wing, more like Toonami in general, I really miss Toonami, and I know that recently I think they brought it back on Adult Swim, which to me is kind of weird. Although I guess the generation like me that grew up watching Toonami would be about the age that they would want to watch an Adult Swim anyway. I'm up till really ridiculously late hours of the night anyway, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, Toonami used to be such a big part of my life. I remember all the shows on it, like Rurouni Kenshin, Dragon Ball Z, of course, Gundam Wing, all of the essentials. I remember coming home every day from school and watching every single episode of Dragon Ball Z in order, and man, I just miss times like that. I don't think I've ever followed a show as dedicatedly as I did when Dragon Ball Z was first airing in the US. Something about that series and that time in my childhood, I was just so wonderfully addicted to it. Anyway, though, it looks like we went ahead and cleared up these guys. I'm going to go ahead and pick up all their their ammo and their money before it catches on fire. Those grenades really did the trick, I think. And then we can go ahead and meet up with Ashley. Actually, I'm kind of wondering, since I'm on the topic of Dragon Ball Z anyway, has anybody here seen Battle of the Gods, the newest Dragon Ball Z movie that just came out? They had like a limited theatrical release for about a week in early August, and unfortunately I missed getting to see it because I was in Hawaii at the time, and I don't think it was playing at any theaters in the States, at least not any near where I lived. But in any case, I was just kind of wondering what people thought of it, because I myself still haven't seen it yet. I intend on seeing it at some point, I guess, just for, you know, childhood nostalgia's sake and all that kind of thing. Thank you for your car, sir. But, yeah, I was kind of excited for it, and then I saw the main bad guy, Bills. He looks like this Egyptian cat thing, and I don't really know how to feel about that. Because I mean, I just don't see his design as really fitting in with the rest of the Dragon Ball Z villains. I don't know if it's just been such a long time since I've watched the show that maybe I have a biased opinion of it, or maybe I'm just like stuck in nostalgia, but for some reason when I saw Bills, I couldn't help but laugh. He just kind of looks like a goof, and it's hard for me to take him seriously as like this god of destruction or whatever they're billing him to be. But yeah. And also the whole Super Saiyan God thing, I think it's a little over the top. Like, a new transformation is pretty cool, but the way that they go about doing the transformation, if I understand it correctly, is really sort of ridiculous.
I'm
sorry.
So, I guess I'll have more of opinion, though, once I actually see the movie.
You told me everything. Me and Ray ain't friends no more.
Me and Ray neither, sugar.
Johnny, I got some bad news. Jim, he ain't...
Oh, no, not Jim.
Oh, no. Oh, man. Not Jim. Fuck this. Angus is crippled, and Billy gone insane, and now Jim's dead. I guess that's what they call payback.
You got me.
Oh, good.
Hey, babe.
Johnny, I'm gonna quit.
Yeah, and I'm an idiot believing in your bullshit all this time.
It ain't your
Thank
fault.
you.
It's my fault I'm a fucking moron.
I'm gonna go to rehab, straighten myself out. Anyhow, he told me you wouldn't get hurt. I wouldn't have done it otherwise.
Yeah? Well, why shouldn't I kill you?
Why bother? I'd be better off dead. But
Man.
Johnny, Ray ain't the problem.
What are you talking about? Are you telling me that a backstabbing mob guy who wants to kill me ain't the problem?
It's Billy.
Ugh.
Oh god, what
It's
about Billy?
Ray, it turns out that Billy was trying to poison him against you, and now apparently Billy's going states. He's gonna blame you. I'm sorry.
Well, what now?
You gotta get someone to help you. Maybe that congressman.
Maybe. We'll see. Go on and get out of here.
I love you, Johnny K.
You're speaking a foreign language to me now, lady. Now get the fuck out of here.
You tell that bitch. Alright, well, there you have it, guys. Billy is the one who's turning states on us. That son of a bitch. Although, honestly, I can't really blame him. He is already incarcerated, and this is probably going to be a life sentence for him if he doesn't do anything. But, yeah, so the snitch in our group is Billy. So we gotta go deal with him before he provides evidence that lets the police prosecute us. But thankfully, we probably have a favor we can cash in from Congressman Stubbs, who we did a mission for a few episodes back. Actually, a few missions. And as long as he hasn't flashed his junk at us again, I'm going to be pretty happy about it.
I'm not in the mood to do any killing for the supposed elite today. You're gonna have to get your own hands dirty, Stubbs.
Oh, spare me the lectures. This is important, Jonathan. Important enough for me to come down from my ivory tower and rub elbows with you blue-collar types on the wrong side of the West River. Meet me at your clubhouse. I drink single malt.
Well, alright, before we do that, looks like we're going to be going to ammunition here really quickly. This is the final mission. I think I might have said that about the last one, but this is actually the final mission. We're going to be dealing with Billy in a huge way. Like, if you haven't played the game, you don't even understand. We are basically doing a full frontal assault on a prison. So, you're going to want all the gear you can possibly buy. Definitely armor, at the very least. I think you might be provided with weapons during the course of the mission, so that's probably not too big a problem. Just make sure you go in fully stocked, and you should be good. Overall, the mission isn't exactly difficult, per se. But it is quite epic, and it's one of the few reasons why I do come back to The Lost and the Damned occasionally, just because this final mission's pretty awesome. In fact, I may keep a separate save file just for my own personal use, so I can come back and play this mission anytime I want. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and race on over to the clubhouse and deal with the son of a bitch once and for all. Man, doing the post-commentary on this has made me want to go back and rewatch Sons of Anarchy. I'm pretty sure I have it on my Amazon Prime account too, so I may actually do that later today. But okay, here we go. Get lost.
Nice place you got here, Johnny. Not quite sure I meet the dress code.
Well, you're wearing pants, so that's a
Think I like
start.
the smoking policy.
What the fuck do you want?
Now, is that any way to treat a friend?
Are we friends?
Well, I think so. You've certainly seen me naked. You want a cigar?
Do you want to go fuck yourself?
Oh, not particularly. But listen.
Yeah, Mr.
your
Wootcakes.
friend, Ray. Don't worry about him.
Why not?
Apparently, he and a lot of his associates under some serious observation and in the process of imploding. They'll either be dead or inside within a month or so. Best thing you can do, stay away from him.
What about Billy Gray?
Yes, well, you've got a bit of a problem there, sport. He's been talking inside. Thinks he can help pin a major drug dealing ring on you and your buddy in the chair.
Bullshit.
Thinks he's going into the witness protection program. And if he collars you, you'll do 15 years, and he'll live in a condo in Arizona.
Well, I don't doubt that, Mr. Stubbs. But he's on the inside.
Yeah, I know.
And there's currently very large walls and armed guards between me and him.
Yeah, well, you're a smart guy. You'll figure something out. If you get into trouble, you call me when you get there. I might have something to help you with it.
Good. I'll need it. Hey, one more thing, Stubbs. Why are you doing this?
I told you. I was good for a favor.
Everybody gets one. Well, I guess doing some work for a guy in high places actually does have some benefit here. First time I played the game, I didn't think I'd ever see him again, quite frankly. I didn't realize he'd be that important a character to the end of the game, but, pretty sweet. So he's going to provide us some assistance, it sounds like, but we gotta race on down to the prison, and we gotta ice him. We gotta ice, Billy Gray before anything bad goes down, because otherwise we're gonna end up locked up, and we don't want that. It's his ass or ours, and I'm not about to go to jail. You know, kind of the thing with this game, though, the ending kind of hit me by surprise. Like, it kind of just happened all of a sudden, because we haven't interacted with Billy Gray at all since he got arrested, at least if I'm remembering correctly. So he's kind of been outside of our peripheral vision, so to say. We haven't really been paying much attention to him, so it seems kind of weird that all of a sudden here at the end of the game they spring this on us, that, oh, he's the traitor and all that stuff. I actually like that he's the turncoat. That makes a lot of sense. I just wish that he were more involved in the story in the later half of the game, I suppose. But, you know, whatever the case may be, let's go ahead and call our gang over here, because we are going to need backup like crazy. Okay, never mind. Clay's not available. Maybe I just need to go ahead and do this? Or maybe it automatically calls backup. I imagine it does. I guess we'll find out. I don't really remember. There's something really poignant there about having the Statue of Liberty in the background.
You're getting out of here? Oh, haven't you enjoyed your time in the state's care?
What a fucking pleasure! Terry, man, we gotta pay our friend Billy a visit. He's been talking. Bring Clay and bring all the fucking firepower you got. Meet me at the Alderney State Correctional. I'm waiting.
Alright, let's see what kind of stuff he comes through with.
Good job, guys. Thanks for coming, T.
Alright, we got the whole gang here, or, well, what's left of it.
Hey, John.
Alright, so we probably got some weapons in the back here, I'm guessing.
Brother about step. Looky here. You're not getting
Sweet
cash for these
zombie
weapons,
Jesus.
Billy.
My god, this guy's armed to the teeth. Alright, sweet. So we can pretty much just grab whatever we want, I guess. I mean, heck, we didn't even need to go to ammunition in that case. Let's just take all the ammo we can possibly carry. Why not? Yeah, I'll take some of that, and some of that, and give me one of those, and, oh yeah, give me extra Molotov cocktails, please. Kinda scary that just an ordinary guy can get a hold of all this weaponry, right? Okay, well, ooh, an RPG. That would actually be really nice. Let's go ahead and just max out ourselves on that. And, I think we're good to go. If we lose here, that's really my own damn fault, because I am armed to the teeth. And we got a whole gang with us, too. But, yeah, this mission isn't exactly a breeze. They can put up a bit of a fight here. We're going to go ahead and blast the door open. And we are storming the prison. This is pretty goddamn badass, if I do say so myself. Alright, whoa, god. Okay, let's go ahead and... if I can pop up behind cover here, that'd be nice. Or maybe I can just let the rest of the gang take care of it. They seem pretty capable, actually. You know, the whole turning states and witness protection thing, it got me thinking... well, also, I guess the Liberty Save being New York kind of setting. Made me think of Mafia. The game for the, I think it was on the PS2, possibly the Xbox, and also the PC. I've been meaning to go back and play that at some point, you know, just in my own personal time. I think that Mafia has one of the best stories of any open-world game. And, you know, technically it was a sandbox game, but I wouldn't exactly call it open world because it had a very linear mission structure, and there wasn't a lot to do in between missions. But Mafia had an amazing story, and the ending, which I will not spoil, because if you haven't played it, you really need to play it for yourself or watch a video of it or something. It's right up there with, like, classic mobster movies, I think. It's classic. Gameplay-wise, maybe not the best playing game, but it's well worth it for the story. And I haven't played Mafia 2, so I can't really comment on that, but, man, the original Mafia is something else. I got such a blast the first time I played that game. Anyway, Billy must be hiding somewhere here in the back. Should probably run over and take cover or something. I'm kind of being a little bit ballsy here. Which, you know, isn't a bad thing, because you are armored for this mission, and I think there are health and armor pickups along the way, so you don't need to worry too much. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that sniper, though. I think he's going to be the biggest pain in the ass if we leave him around. Yeah, just peg him. This mission also kind of reminds me of Dead to Rights. Dead to Rights, you play as this cop who basically, I think, gets framed for a crime. Something makes me think it was killing his own father, or something along those, something ridiculous like that. I don't remember exactly. But basically, at some point in the game, you actually get incarcerated because you get framed for a crime you didn't commit, and you have to break out. And this is more breaking in than breaking out, but for some reason, this mission, it reminds me of Dead to Rights. And, you know, all things considered, Dead to Rights was actually a pretty bad game, gameplay-wise, but it was a lot of fun for some reason. I don't know what it was. At the time, maybe my taste in video games just wasn't that great, but I remember having a lot of fun with it for some reason. And then the sequels just sucked. No, you know what? I do remember why I liked Dead to Rights. It was because you could control your dog. The dog was actually really fun to use, and the boss fights in that game were actually pretty fun, too. As bad as they were to control, but still pretty fun. Alright, so let's just keep chucking grenades at these guys, I think. I don't want my gang members to run up into the blast radius. Alright. So if I'm remembering this mission correctly, at this point, we're about to get into a fight with some helicopters because they're going to be bringing in some heavy reinforcements. It'll look bad if it got out on the news that a random gang of bikers somehow managed to storm a prison and kill everybody inside. So I think we just need to push forward into the courtyard, and then we should get a little cutscene here in a second. Let's just pick off these last few stragglers. Alright, let's do it. Oh, yep, here they are, right on cue. Alright, well, we're ready. For some reason, I was expecting Apache helicopters. I don't know if that's just because they're kind of a Grand Theft Auto mainstay. Kind of like the Rhino tanks. But first things first, let's go ahead and pick off some of these guards around here to reduce firing. God, there's a lot of guys. See, the thing with open world games is it's kind of weird if you have a game in a realistic setting, I guess, trying to do a boss fight-esque thing. Because, you know, in most, like, unrealistic video games, like, if you play a Mario or a Zelda or something like that, it's really easy to make this big, over-the-top boss. But in a game like Grand Theft Auto, it's hard to have a boss fight, necessarily. Like, in Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the boss fights, I guess, if you want to call them that, against, like, Ricardo Diaz and guys like that, all they really did was, like, give them a little extra health and maybe a better gun. But at the same time, you can only do that to such an extent before it gets a little ridiculous and breaks the realism that you're going for. And, actually, you'll see in a second here, but they handle it kind of weirdly. The boss fight here is more just like this ongoing fight right now with the police, but once we actually get to Billy Gray, he's not going to put up much of a fight, if any at all. Which, you know, it's kind of an interesting way of handling it, but it's just my general observance that with more realistic games, I guess, it's kind of interesting to see the way that developers try to tackle boss scenarios or final fights in a game. Because you don't really have a way of making a super-powered boss in a game like Grand Theft Auto. The best you could really do is give a guy a really powerful gun, like a minigun or something, but even then, they're not all that intimidating because they're just one guy, and you've mowed down waves and waves of enemies to get to them. In a way, it's almost a little anticlimactic, because you've almost been conditioned in video games to expect this big boss fight at the end, and sometimes it's just not really feasible to deliver that, depending on the type of game and what they're going for. But, we got a few stragglers left here, it looks like. I'm having a hard time getting them because they're all ducking behind cover. Alright, so it looks like that's that, and now we're going to go ahead and make a run for Billy. Hopefully they can give some suppressing fire so I can get to him. It looks like he's around the corner here. And this is actually pretty funny. So Billy basically martyrs himself at this point. He doesn't give a shit. He knows that you're going to kill him. Well, since he's going to just stand there with his arms out anyway, let's have some fun with him. Get over here, you motherfucker. Just get him with a nice knee to the balls. Just do that over and over until he dies. He doesn't even fight back or anything. It's kind of cute, actually. Big, tough Billy Gray, the former president of the Lost and Damned. Alright, maybe I should, like, whip out a... Let's see, I got a baseball bat here. Let's go ahead and whack him with this to finish him off. Why not? A gun is just too quick, I think. Go on, just poke him with that. Oh, it's fun messing around. Alright, let's finish him off. Whatever. Get a few last shots in before we leave. Make sure he can't have an open casket funeral. Alright, you know, I've pretty well taken out my aggression. I'm pretty content here. Let's go ahead and get on out of here. If I had saved an RPG missile, it actually would have been funny to just shoot him point blank with an RPG, but knowing my luck, I would have killed myself too. Anyway, we're now going to ride on out of here on our motorcycles off into the sunset. And once we make our ways out of the prison, I think that's the end of the game, and I'll let the ending cutscenes roll. That is, if I can even get out of here without running into the walls every 2 seconds. Kind of like that. Terry Clay, hold up. Alright. And for some reason, you have absolutely no wanted level. That's the one thing about this mission that kind of confuses me. My only speculation is the fact that you opened up the prison. Maybe they're too busy trying to catch all the escaping prisoners. But I feel like it really would have tied things together a lot if you had to make your way back to the clubhouse with like a 5 or 6 star wanted level. Just something insane. Because, I mean, you broke into a freaking prison. But anyway. Yeah, we kind of had to deal with Billy. There wasn't really two ways about that. And actually, the final cinematic here is pretty damn cool. I'm actually surprised the clubhouse is so damn close to the prison. Although, I guess, maybe that's how they recruit. People get out of prison right away, and then they just recruit them into the gang because they know they're ready for it. But okay, the ending here is pretty cool, so I'm going to go ahead and shut up and let you guys enjoy it. And after the cutscene plays, I will rejoin you guys back at the closing credits, I guess, for my final send-off. So, thanks for joining me, guys, and enjoy the ending.
Johnny.
Hey. Hey.
fun here.
Yeah, we did. But it's over.
Yeah, it is. How the fuck did that happen?
You know how it happens. It's that fucked up part of people, which means good is never good enough. I mean, it wasn't enough we had to be drug dealers. We also had to be outlaws, to be maniacs, to be psychos, and to be greedy. You know.
Well, that combination of greed and fucked up stupidity, that works well. In the government, not so good if you're a fucking crook.
Huh. Ain't that the truth? Go ahead. Let's put this place out of its misery.
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
Come on, man, let's get out of here.
Alright, pretty fucking badass. Well, there you have it, guys. That brings an end to our Let's Play of Grand Theft Auto The Lost and Damned. It has been quite a journey, spanning over a year for me to actually get this thing finally wrapped off, but I'm glad that I was able to finish it and complete it for you guys to enjoy. I hope that it's been a lot of fun for you. It was a lot of fun for me to sit down, record, and to come back to and get to work on again after a really long hiatus, and it's going to be good to get this momentum going back in my favor so I can get back to uploading new videos. Next time what I focus on is getting New Vegas finished up. I need to record just the last couple episodes of that, because that's almost nearly done too. And then we can move on to new and better projects. So I'm really, really excited for that, and I hope you guys are too. Anyway, just as always with these kinds of endings, I'd like to thank you guys for sticking with me throughout the series. And yeah, it's been a great, enjoyable experience. Can't wait for the next one. As for what my next project's actually going to be, well, I'll let that be a little bit of a mystery for a little bit longer. But I promise it's definitely going to be something exciting to look forward to. And my new video series, which I'm going to be starting up very soon as well. More details on that when it appears. And yeah, just a lot of really cool things happening soon. But with all that in mind, I'd like to thank you guys one last and final time. Once again, my name is JesusQuesadilla. If you're not already subscribed to me, please consider doing so, and that way you can stay up to date on all of my future uploads to Grand Theft Auto and any other series I feel like covering. And with that, this has been JesusQuesadilla, signing out and wishing you well. Peace, and let the credits roll.
Jail made me grow up.